Imagine waking up each day knowing that your money is working just as hard as you are, allowing you to live your life on your terms. What if I told you that there are principles behind wealth creation that are often overlooked in traditional education? By understanding how money truly works, you can unlock the doors to financial freedom, support your dreams, and impact your community like never before. In today's video, we're diving deep into the true principles of wealth creation that schools and mainstream culture often neglect to address. Did you know that a staggering 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck? That means many of us are stuck in a cycle of financial stress, never truly achieving the wealth we desire and deserve. But it doesn't have to be this way. Let's take a moment to explore a personal story that will resonate with many of you. Picture this. A few years ago, I found myself grappling with debt, limited savings, and a suffocating job. Frustrated and desperate for change, I embarked on a quest for knowledge about money, and that journey transformed my life. I learned principles that changed my perspective on wealth, enabling me to shift from surviving to thriving. What I discovered was not just about making more money, but understanding how to manage it wisely, leverage it effectively, and ultimately grow it sustainably. By the end of this video, you'll have a toolkit filled with actionable strategies that can lead you to lasting wealth. Let's delve into the transformative wisdom that can reshape your approach to money and wealth. The first principle we must address is the power of financial literacy. It's no secret that traditional education often glosses over personal finance, leaving many of us unaware of crucial concepts. Research has shown that only 17% of high school students are required to take a personal finance course. This gap in knowledge translates into poor money management skills for a large segment of the population. Most people assume that managing money is intuitive, but that couldn't be further from the truth. The lack of basic knowledge about budgeting, credit, and investing leads to poor financial decisions that can set individuals back for years. What's the truth? The truth is you must seek financial education actively. Online courses, books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and local workshops can provide you with a wealth of information. Let's take a look at an example. Consider Jessica, a recent college graduate. Instead of jumping straight into the workforce, she dedicated a few months to learning about personal finance. She took online courses, read books, and even connected with a financial coach. Armed with this knowledge, she created a budget, started saving a portion of her income, and even began investing, all before her peers even began to think about paying off their student loans. The results? By maintaining her focus on financial literacy, Jessica not only paid off her student loan debt 2 years early, but also managed to save for a down payment on a house. You can achieve similar results if you make financial education a priority. The second principle is understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. According to the 2022 Federal Reserve Survey of Consumer Finances, the median net worth of American households is about $121,700, but this figure is heavily skewed by the wealthy. Much of this disparity stems from people's misconceptions about assets and liabilities. Many individuals confuse liabilities, such as car loans, credit card debt, and mortgages, with assets such as real estate or stocks that can generate income. The truth is that an asset is anything that puts money in your pocket, while a liability takes money out. For example, owning rental properties can be an excellent asset. They can generate passive income through rent. Alternatively, buying a new car on credit could be considered a liability, as it incurs monthly payments and depreciates in value over time. Consider the story of Mike, a young professional who initially viewed his car as an asset because of the equity he had built up. However, when he learned the distinction, he realized he needed to change his investment strategy. He sold the car, paid off his debt, and invested the proceeds into index funds that generated returns over time. Within 5 years, he had accumulated more wealth through smart investing than he had by holding on to that depreciating vehicle. Understanding this principle can fundamentally shift how you make purchasing decisions and manage your finances. The third principle involves the concept of leveraging your money. Many people believe they should live strictly within their means, but this can limit growth. The wealthy understand the power of leveraging. This can mean using other people's money to invest or reinvesting profits to expand your wealth. Did you know that in 2021, 62% of millionaires utilized financial leverage in their investment strategies? By investing in real estate and using mortgages to purchase properties, they could take on multiple investments simultaneously. Let's discuss Lisa, an entrepreneur who opened her own bakery. Rather than relying solely on her savings, she documented her business plan, approached a bank, and secured a loan against her business' future earnings. Using this loan, she expanded her operations sooner than expected, increasing her revenues significantly in the first year. By taking calculated risks with leverage, she catapulted her business forward rather than gradually growing at a slower pace. To leverage effectively, start small. Use low-interest debt to make investments that will earn higher returns. As we move into the fourth principle, let's talk about the importance of creating multiple income streams. Relying on one source of income can be dangerous. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reported in 2023 that 17% of the workforce changed jobs every year. Relying solely on your job can expose you to economic unpredictability. The truth is that the wealthy diversify their income. They create streams that flow in from different sources. It could be through side hustles, investments, or passive income from royalties or real estate. Think of Tom, an accountant who realized his 9-to-5 job wouldn't provide financial security for his family long-term. He began consulting on the weekends, creating a passive income through an online course about taxes and investing in dividend-yielding stocks. By combining these income streams, he doubled his annual revenue within 2 years. Begin identifying skills or hobbies that could transition into side income. Even a few extra hours a week can lead to significant financial gain over time. Fifth, let's discuss the principle of investing. According to a 2022 report from Mintel, 63% of Americans have no investments outside of their retirement accounts. This is a startling statistic, as investing is one of the most powerful ways to build wealth. The average annual return for the stock market hovers around 10%, meaning money in a savings account won't grow nearly as fast as money invested wisely. The classic story of Warren Buffett illustrates this point. He started investing at age 11 and diversified his portfolio consistently throughout his life, allowing compound interest to work in his favor. A critical mistake individuals make is waiting to start investing until they have enough money. But the reality is that you should start as soon as possible, even if it's just a small amount. Start by setting up an account with a brokerage that allows real-time trades and explore ETFs or index funds that provide a diverse approach to investing. The earlier you start, the more time compound interest has to work its magic. Even contributing as little as $100 a month can accumulate significantly over decades. Before we transition to the next principles, I want to take a moment to touch on a challenge many of us face when implementing these concepts. Finding the motivation and consistency to commit to learning and applying these principles can often feel overwhelming. There's a fascinating study by the American Psychological Association showing that those who set clear goals and have accountability partners are more likely to succeed in reaching their financial objectives. Remember, the journey to wealth creation isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. So, as you continue this journey with me, think about how you can apply what you've learned so far. The sixth principle ties directly to mindset and the importance of a wealth-oriented mindset. The beliefs you hold about money can directly influence your financial success. Research conducted by Dr. Thomas J. Stanley indicated that the majority of wealthy individuals possess a mindset that embraces frugality and value investing, rather than one that promotes excessive spending and the need for immediate gratification. This contrast reveals that those who see money as a tool for growth rather than merely a means to an end are more likely to build and sustain wealth over the long term. Consider the case of Sarah, who grew up in a family that constantly expressed fears about money. As a result, she developed a scarcity mindset. Realizing this was holding her back, she deliberately worked on resetting her beliefs through affirmations and surrounding herself with like-minded individuals who focused on abundance. As she retrained her thinking, her financial decisions reflected a newfound perspective. This shift allowed her to invest strategically and save aggressively, eventually leading her to financial independence in under 10 years. To alter your mindset, start surrounding yourself with people who share a wealth-building perspective, read books about positive money attitudes, and maintain a journal to track your progress. The seventh principle focuses on the necessity of goal setting. Without concrete goals, your journey to wealth can feel aimless. Research shows that individuals who set clear financial goals are more likely to achieve success. A famous study by Dr. Gail Matthews highlighted that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. Set short-term, mid-term, and long-term financial goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Smart. For instance, rather than just saying, "I want to save money," say, "I want to save $5,000 for a vacation in 18 months." Take the example of David, who, instead of going with the flow, set a clear financial goal to retire by age 50. He created a plan and reverse engineered his path to meet that goal, with specific milestones to keep him accountable. The outcome? He achieved his goal 5 years ahead of schedule and now spends his time traveling. Eighth on our list is understanding the impact of networking and relationships in wealth creation. Many underestimate how significantly their network can affect their financial journey. A study by LinkedIn revealed that 85% of jobs are filled through networking. Building relationships with like-minded and successful individuals can open doors, create opportunities, and facilitate knowledge sharing that contributes to wealth building. Picture Daniel, who made it his mission to attend local investment clubs and seminars. Through these events, he connected with seasoned investors who generously shared insights, strategies, and opportunities that greatly benefited him. By investing time and energy to build relationships, he amassed a wealth-building network, leading to profitable ventures and collaborations. You can start expanding your network by attending local workshops, participating in online forums, or joining community groups focused on finance and investment. Finally, the ninth principle concerns the importance of long-term thinking and resilience. Wealth creation takes time, effort, and often a significant amount of trial and error. Most people give up too quickly when faced with challenges. A study by the University of Scranton showed that only 8% of people achieve their New Year's resolutions. However, those who persevere through challenges build character and learn valuable lessons that can lead to financial growth. In 2008, the renowned entrepreneur Elon Musk faced numerous struggles with his companies, including repeated failures and financial difficulties. Yet, he adopted a resilient mindset and an outlook focused on long-term growth that ultimately led to success. The lesson here is to cultivate resilience. When you encounter setbacks, learn from them, adjust your strategy, and keep moving forward. You can incorporate strategies such as reflecting on past failures, seeking mentorship, or consuming motivational content that highlights others overcoming obstacles. Finally, the 10th principle emphasizes the need for continuous learning and adapting. The financial landscape is continually evolving, and those who cease to educate themselves risk being left behind. Roughly 65% of jobs that will exist in 2030 haven't even been invented yet. The world is changing rapidly. To stay ahead, commit to a practice of continual learning. Follow finance-focused podcasts, enroll in courses, and read regularly about market trends and behavioral economics. Look at Mark, who despite building a profitable business in technology, recognized that keeping abreast of the latest trends and future developments was crucial to maintaining success. By branching out into emerging markets and technologies, he was able to stay ahead of competitors and continue to grow his wealth. The conclusion? Find ways to integrate learning into your daily routine, whether through audiobooks, online seminars, or professional development workshops. As we wrap up, it's essential to summarize how these 10 principles can redefine your financial landscape. From nurturing a wealth-oriented mindset to leveraging multiple income streams, each principle builds upon another to create a comprehensive approach to wealth creation. The unique approach you take toward your finances will determine your future. Starting with financial literacy, shifting your understanding of assets versus liabilities, leveraging wisely, and investing consistently will set you on the path to financial freedom. Don't forget the critical role of goal setting, networking, and a commitment to continuous learning. The reality is that wealth creation is not simply a road traveled by a lucky few. It is an avenue that everyone can pursue with the right knowledge, strategies, and determination. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more insights, and drop a comment about which principle resonated with you the most. Remember, wealth is within your reach. It's time to take the steps necessary to make it a reality. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.